Hello everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. ZT here after a bit of a hiatus, you could say. Long story short, I actually got copyright claimed by the current owners of OSL, GG.op or something, I think is what it's called. So yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'll at least thank them for only copyrighting 2 videos and not just deleting the channel. But I won't lie, that was definitely a disheartening thing, but whatever, we're back, and this time I'm pretty freaking sure this is okay. This is no longer any OSL. I'm totally done with OSL for obvious reasons. And so we're just going to move on to the other competitor with OSL, basically. I thought, well, if OSL's not interested, maybe MSL is. And also no one owns MSL at this point. As far as I'm aware, it is completely out of any sort of copyright or anything like that. If not, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But I see a lot of people who cast MSL games without any trouble here. So let's just get into this one. This is the 2004 Tucson, obviously. We have an interesting named player in this game. That of Bracket Bracket. It's actually just 2 brackets. It's not a typo. And his opponent is going to be Silver here. It looks like Silver is yellow. And so Bracket Bracket is going to be purple. What a great matchup to kick off my return to casting. Some good old Zerg Mirror, everybody's favorite. And yeah, it turns out even in 2004, everybody knew about the Mutalisk unit and that it's pretty broken. So expect some mutas, if not for some Ling aggression. I have no idea which player that is, but it's one of them. Hopefully, eventually I'll learn. I have like a crazy number of replays that I could potentially cast, so I think I'll have time to learn from here. If you are wondering where I get the or where I've gotten them from, there's a thread on Team Liquid that has a torrent to every MSL game that was on their site when it was closing down. So it is a plethora of content. The only downside is that it's kind of old and therefore the quality is not going to be that great. This is kind of what you can expect. It's not too bad. I had to skip some of these. I can't remember which ones specifically, but a lot of these replays were just not even watchable. And this is, I think, good enough. So Bracket Bracket here to scout out Silver's base. He's going to see that basically they're doing mirrored builds, which is to say a bunch of fucking drones. And pool there for Silver. I'm not sure how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like, is that a 10 pool? Looks like these are mirrored 10 pools, but Silver is grabbing gas here. I'll say, so the name Bracket Bracket has special meaning for me. I've been playing on a vanilla WoW like private server, and there's a pretty strong Chinese presence on the server. And if they try to talk to you, they'll have to use an add-on to talk to each other. And if they try to talk to you, you'll just see Bracket Bracket. So every time I say that, I'm going to think of it. If I ever chuckle saying Bracket Bracket, that's why. Also, I will tell you the most satisfying thing when you kill a hardcore character is to see Bracket Bracket and you're just like, yeah, I got one. I don't know, it's just this special little treat. So Silver's here has a little bit of an advantage. I don't think he actually drone scouted. So Mr. Double Bracket sacrificed a little bit of economy to get that drone scout off, whereas Silver's just relied on his Overlord. If Silver's had been doing something cheesy, then, you know, Mr. Brackets would have been very pleased that he drone scouts, but it's just a safety thing. Lair started for Bracket Bracket, and actually kind of a lot of Lings out for Silvers. It looks like he might be getting a little aggressive. I didn't see whether he had a macro hatch. Yeah, he does have a macro hatch in his main, and he's also started Lair, so it looks like they're basically doing the same thing. I think Silver made maybe like 1 or 2 extra sets of Lings, it probably won't matter, and he's actually still making lings here, so he may be interested in a bit of aggression. I imagine both players have gone for speed. It's just so important in those ling mirrors. You have to have it or you just lose. So obviously there's more lings here for Bracket right now, but Silver's is going to try to get some damage done, picks off one ling, and actually doesn't lose any of his own there, so a free pick off. Yeah, definitely don't use the same ling that's already damaged to go in and try that again, but a nice move from him. Trying it again here, but I'm not sure if that was intentional to time it with the Overlord. Come on, Silver. He sent in the damaged ling and ended up losing it for no reason, but did end up picking off another there. Trades, nope, actually just loses a link for free, so this is pretty even so far. Looks like both layers should be done. And I don't actually see a Spire yet. Looks like it's about to be started for Bracket. Another link picked off there by Silver. I mean, oh wow, actually Silver's making a lot of links, so it looks like he's going to try to get aggressive here. Another link trade there, but yeah, if he can get, if he can surprise Brackets and do a big ling attack before mutas are out, he could actually get a winning move here. And here he goes with the attack. Still good concave for Brackets, though. It looks like the front is, well, I thought it was broken there for a moment, but turns out not so much. And Silver's going to pull back. I think he still has a ling advantage, though. Not anymore. Better surface area for Brackets, I think, actually won him the day there. And now Silver's just kind of sad because he's made a ton of lings and quite a few more than Bracket, I would think, at this point, and it did not really work out. So he's actually going to be on the defensive now because of his trade. Running home with his lings. But does have the Spire started. I mean, these early Zerglings aren't that important. It's more important not to lose, like, gas units. But you don't want to lose lings. It's ideal not to. I think Brackets kind of has a decent read on this situation where he's probably a little bit ahead, so he doesn't actually need to go attack right now, but he's still making lings to stay ahead. And actually has a pretty big ling army at this point, but the Spires are done, so these lings aren't going to matter that much. At least as far as just straight up killing your opponent. Probably not going to do much for him, but they will be good for harassment and such. Another pick off there. Yeah, definitely a ling advantage here for Brackets. Looks like the Scourge are already popping out here, so yeah, I mean, they make pretty quickly. Looks like it was just 2 from Silver, and he ends up hitting an Overlord with them. Interesting play. And also, okay, Brackets did the same thing. Perhaps that's just the meta at this point. It is the Scouting Overlord, so I can see the value there, but I think you're probably better off waiting for your mutas to pop and then just killing it for free. Unless you have some information you really want to hide, but like it's Zergmir, you know you're both going into mutas. It's a Zergmir that didn't end right away. A little cheeky ling here from Silver. Is he gonna get a drone? I think he did get one drone there, so actually a really great harassment for him. Every drone matters a lot at this point. As you can see, both players have not built that many, so picking off a drone and just losing a ling for it, pretty nice. And Silver's actually getting aggressive here with his lings again. Should be mutas popping any moment though, so maybe he's thinking try to use them while I can, but I mean they are going to stay useful. Here we go though. Still better surface area for Brackets, and Silver lings again are going to be repelled here. Can't really see him breaking this, and the mutas should pop out soon anyway. I like this move a lot, putting those Scourge over top of the hatchery, just waiting for a muta to pop. If he can hit one right away, that's actually huge. And since he had a quicker Spire, oh my god, his 2 Overlords, oh no. Oh, Silver's might just be dead. He is gonna lose his first muta probably to, yeah, okay, he's totally dead. He's gonna lose his first muta to this 2 Scourge, or actually maybe they killed an Overlord, which would be pretty silly, but he's just lost a ton of drones there. Looks like he's going to try to counterattack with the 1 muta he did get out, but I don't see how that's going to be enough. And Silver's attack at the front is going to be repelled. Actually, it was a bunch of Scourge that popped, and he gets all the mutas, so this game may go on. There was some drone losses, and those were pretty bad for him, but yeah, killing all those mutas with just Scourge is actually pretty great. No mutas were made by Brackets after, too, so he's just down to 0 mutas. After winning a couple ling trades, it is, oh boy, and there's no No lings of the choke. Okay, sure. And Silvers is just gonna call it. There's too many lings there for him to stop with, what, like 2 mutas, so... That muta attack was, well, I should say the ling attacks by Silver early in the game definitely bit him in the ass. He lost so many Zerglings just inefficiently trading, and Brackets takes the win. So this is best of 7. Winner plays on. So the next game is going to be between Silver and somebody. So we'll see you then. I hope you enjoyed.